Hello, what is up? I'm back with another general reading today. It's going to be a little bit more love focused, so I just trust that when this reading pops up that it is for you. So the first card that we have is going to be Beyond Illusion here. And the second oracle card that came out is Flowering. Now the Beyond Illusion card really talks about you needing to look within instead of looking outside you for answers. External forces are never going to give you exactly what you need. A lot of times there's things that we are doubtful about and we don't really know if we should turn to this person, to this new opportunity, and we're always looking outside of ourselves to be searching for answers. But really, when you take the time to sit within, you'll be able to remove any of the cloudy thoughts that are happening and really see a way and a path forward, and the answer that you're seeking actually comes to you in full alignment instead of like doubting things. And then with this like Flowering card here, this is talking about somebody who is like very abundant. They're very like sexual and passionate, and this lady in this card is ruled by like Venus, so there's just like all of this love to provide and give to people. And you know, she wants to spread this like love and abundance energy around. And maybe there's somebody that's like tainting your energy, maybe in like a love situation, or maybe there's a job that's like restricting you from really being able to like fully embody this like loving and Venus energy that you have to your core. And so there's like this message here for you to really move beyond the illusions and limitations that the world is trying to put on you, and embrace this like beautiful flowering energy that you do have, because not everybody has this like beautiful gift, you know. Not everybody has this like ability to spread love in a way that is magnetic and like powerful. I think that a lot of people are kind of siphoned off, and especially if you are, you know, like a starseed or somebody who's watching like tarot, you recognize how important it is to spread like positive energy and just like being in a feel good and like lovey state, and how infectious that energy can be towards other people. You know, it's just, and sometimes we are, you know, allowing other people's energy to like not it just like affects us in like in a way where we are embodying truly what we're supposed to be embodying and giving out. So just be mindful of that. You know, there's a lot of things in this reality that are huge illusionments. I mean, even with like the rise of AI right now and everything else that's happening in the world, it's kind of like we don't really know like what to believe. And in times when we're questioning our beliefs about everything else, we can move forward to our own our own internal compass and recognize that that will never steer us in the wrong direction. So the first card that we had out is the Three of Pentacles. I mean the Six of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So there's some sort of situation that you are in and maybe you're juggling it in your mind. You're wondering, do I stay? Do I go? What do I do? Is this person, is this job opportunity the actual like right thing for me? You know, in your life, you're really looking for balance. You want to be able to give generosity, you know, like this like flowering energy, and like give people, you know, this like beautiful energy and share your resources with people. But like there's some sort of like stifling energy, and it's like you're kind of like tired of maybe being the only one who's like giving and not receiving anything. And this person may tell you like, oh, you know, like they may speak things in words to you about how they're so appreciative of like all the things that you do, but in reality they're still kind of like taking from you, whether it's like energetically or like financially, where they're just like not truly embodying this, like they're not recognizing like how much you're actually doing for them with this like powerful energy that you have of just like being so giving and like a pure and generous soul, you know. So it's like in your mind, you're kind of thinking right now, like, I don't really know if I can do this any longer, you know. You see this guy here, he has this like bandage on his head and he's looking over and he's using this wand to hold him up, and it's like he's been through a lot already and he's kind of over like being in this energy. He's like, I'm hanging on by a thread right here. I'm using this wand to hold me up and I don't really know if I want to like stick around for this. Like, I'm ready for this situation to be like done and over with, you know, because a partnership, any sort of partnership, requires balance, it requires shared resources, and it requires give and take and some sort of reciprocating of that energy that you are putting out. It doesn't matter if this is with a job, this doesn't matter if it's with your friends, it doesn't matter if it's a coworker, a loved one. Everything is all about balance in this universe, and when things in the scales are not fully balanced and you're feeling one side tipping over without a pure source of energy of somebody recognizing what you're doing for them, you're gonna feel like this isn't really for me. You're gonna feel like, I don't know if I want to do this, you know. So regardless of what people tell you, oh, this thing is good for you, oh, thank you so much for all that you do for me, it's like you can only hang on for so long. At some point, somebody else is gonna have to take care of you. At some point, you're gonna have to take care of yourself. At some point, you're gonna have to, you know, be the one to share your energy with somebody that's like, you know, in a good way. So 7 of Wands, the 3 of Cups. I mean, yeah, maybe you're on the defense. Maybe somebody is questioning, like, you're being too friendly with other people, you know, like they're scared that you're gonna leave them because they require so much of you. They almost like need you to survive in a way. And they see when you're without them that you have such like a great time, and that you're embodying that like flowering energy of just being that pure source who's like giving so much and so passionate and like pure. And like maybe when you're with them, that is like feeling stifled. Yeah. This is weird. Okay. So you have the 7 of Swords here, the 3 of Cups, and then, I mean, the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Swords here, right? And so there is this like energy of, they think that you are being deceitful in the background without them. They think that you are maybe like cheating on them, or you're lying about something and you're not being fully truthful, but it's not really about that. I feel like you're constantly having to defend yourself, especially when it comes to you like being around other people. You know, this is the card of like celebration and friendship, yes, but with this spread, it also has this double meaning of like third party interference, you know, and some sort of like person potentially like getting in the mix that like shouldn't be there, you know. And so, you know, take what resonates, leaves with what doesn't, because this is a general reading. The roles can be reversed, so like maybe you feel that this is what this other person is like doing to you, but you know, I think that ultimately there's a lot of defensive energy. Somebody here is feeling like they're being deceitful, and that when they're away from you, that things are, you know, kind of like they're going crazy, and they're just like, I think that this person is lying to me. I think that every time they leave, you know, they're out running amok. And I think it comes from their own insecurities and them not having that like great energy. And it also starts within, like how you feel about yourself is what you're gonna see in your outward reality and world, even if it's distorted and even if it is an illusion. So if you feel like, you know, you're this unworthy person, especially if you have a partner, you're unworthy of their love, well then every time they go out without you and they're having fun and with their friends, you're going to feel like they're going to leave you because you think that you're not worthy of, you know, this like union. And it starts all within, because truly a confident person would not feel so threatened by their partner like having fun, you know, without them. And so I don't know, this situation just like gives bad vibes like all the way around, and you can feel it, and I think that they can start feeling it. They know that you're starting to think things in a certain way, and it's only causing like more defensive energy and like friction. So let's see how we can get out of this and just like move towards a different energy, honestly. Oh, beautiful. Okay, well, we have the Ten of Cups here that just like popped out. This card is all about family and union and happiness. The Ten of Cups, you know, cups in the tarot represent emotions, and they're like water sign energy, so very intuitive, and it's just like emotionally fulfilled, you know, all the way around. And so that is on the horizon here. Like you can have this beautiful, harmonious, like family situation, you know. I just think that there's a lot of like cloudy baggage getting in the way of reaching this like full commitment that you're looking for. And I don't like it, but that is like a on the horizon hopes situation. Okay, and then we also have the Six of Wands here, and this card talks about like victory and success and you riding in on your high horse. So like, you know, and then you also have the Emperor pop out right now, and the Emperor is like this stoic energy, somebody who uses a lot of logic to get to where they are. They're very respected, you know. So in a way, this makes me feel like you were able to like walk away from a situation or make this situation work, but in a very like stoic and logical and respectful manner. And as a result of that, people are able to see you as this like powerful person, because you were able to do this in a way that wasn't like toxic, essentially, you know. And all of this like moving away from this, like this energy is going to allow you to get to this state in your life where you want that family and that union, and you know, these like like everybody's ultimate goal in life is like a Ten of Cups situation, you know, where you're like living in harmony, you have a family, you love your partner, you're emotionally fulfilled. I mean, like that is the dream, right? And it is totally obtainable for you. And I think it also just comes from like your pure source energy of being able to see things in a different way and have compassion for people and give love no matter what, you know. So whatever disillusionment is going on in the background, trust your intuition and go within. Things are going to get better. I definitely see that on the horizon. And don't let like any snaky energy stifle you from providing love to people in the future and giving that love back to yourself. So this is what I have. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you on the next reading. Take care.